TJ Hockenson last year, 41 receptions, 62 targets, 455 yards, and 0 touchdowns. Thoughts on TJ Hockenson?
So TJ's another guy that I do like here a little bit, right? We are going to see a quarterback change in Minnesota. McCarthy seems to be at least getting good, some good pub coming out of Minnesota. They like how he's handling the offense. They like what he's been able to digest. Obviously, being there last year and kind of getting used to things, in the playbook. So the quarterback play might be better than what a lot of people are at least from the outside thinking initially. And typically that means a good thing for TJ Hawkinson. The run game isn't overly strong in Minnesota. So I think they're going to struggle finding a lot of room there on the ground, even with Aaron Jones coming back. So it's going to lean on McCarthy's right arm a little bit. And this is going to be one of those situations where I believe he's going to lean on Hockenson a lot, especially early in the season. As he's getting used to the speed of the NFL, he's going to find his comfort zone. He's going to be using his checkdowns a little bit more. Yes, you're going to take your couple shots to Jefferson, and potentially Addison if he's on the field. But I think TJ's poised to have a really strong year. Maybe this is closer to his ceiling than not, but I do think his floor is probably like tight end 10 or 11. So I don't think his floor is dramatically lower where you're going to shoot yourself for taking him.
So I struggle with TJ Hockenson for reasons that you've said, Kevin. The rookie quarterback, the fact that Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison are lining up again, on the same field as him, and the fact that there isn't really a run game to kind of take some of the pressure off of JJ McCarthy, which I think makes things a little bit more difficult for quarterbacks. I know it makes things more difficult. I'm also a little bit concerned about TJ Hawkinson's ability to stay on the field. Now, granted, the 7 games that he missed last year were at the start of the season as he was coming back from the horrific knee injury he had at the end of the season before. So that's tough. And I think if you extrapolate what he did last year, it would have been a fine season. But the problem is he never found the end zone. And that's really disappointing and kind of weird. And so to your point, Kevin, that touchdowns aren't exactly easy to come by for rookie quarterbacks. And yes, JJ is not technically a rookie, but when he starts his first NFL game, he's starting his first NFL game, presumably in week 1. So it's still, you can practice and you can look at film all you want. It is still different once you get out there. So I think that's a bit of a cause for concern. It gives me a bit of a pause when I look at TJ Hockenson.
Yeah, I don't have a problem drafting Hockenson where he's going, right? This is a guy that when he plays all the games, he's a top 5 tight end in the league, right? Fantasy production when he's in there and he plays, it's there, right? The problem is, and you mentioned it, is over the last few seasons, he's missed a significant amount of time. So there is some of that to be concerned about there as well, right? The rookie quarterback coming in does give some pause and does give some concern. However, at the same time, right, Kevin O'Connell has as an offensive, minded head coach, has certainly proven the ability to take, a bunch of different quarterbacks and make them highly successful. I think that there is something to be said there on that front. And I'm not necessarily that worried about TJ Hockenson returning value on where he's being returned, because I do think that, where you're drafting him, it's probably his floor. Ceiling might be about 1 or 2 spots ahead of that, but it doesn't give me much pause on where we're still having to take him in that 6th, 7th round type of position here.